Steam Next Fest ran from June 9th to June 16th, and I was able to try out some more demos around that time. Not gonna lie, I got a little overwhelmed with the number of demos that were available, and I definitely felt as though I did not have enough time to play everything that I wanted. However, as you probably have seen if you follow my channel, I've been hard at work trying to play as many demos as I can. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Nessa, and I'm so glad you're here. Please check out my channel and subscribe if you like what you see. I do Let's Plays, First Impressions, and my special 10-1-10-1 reviews, where I review a game for 10 minutes, 1 hour, 10 hours, and 1 year in game. I try and upload a few times a week, so there's always something new to check out, and I hope you'll find a game that you enjoy. Anyways, I played so many demos, and I wanted to highlight my top 10 favorites on this list. Of course, that doesn't mean that any game that did not make my list is bad or not worth checking out, just that I had a stronger impression of the ranked games. I also was not able to play every single demo that I wanted, so if you really like a game and you don't see it on this list, I probably was not able to get to it during this next fest. So let me know what game that is so I can get to it as soon as it's available again. This rank list is very subjective to a few criteria that I thought of, those being how much I enjoyed the demo, how easy the controls were, if there were any bugs or glitches that I found during my play, whether I liked the concept of the game, and whether I would buy the game when it comes out. So without further ado, let's talk about the demos I played. Starting off at number 10 is Ritual of Raven, a story-based farming simulation game developed by Spell Garden Games, where you have to program constructs to do your farming for you. The demo goes over how your character entered a portal and winds up in this world of magic. You'll learn how to farm from the residential witch and summon your first familiar, a cute little raven who follows you around and enables you to interact with the constructs. I really liked the graphics in this demo and thought the farming mechanic was different and interesting. Not only do you program constructs to farm for you and solve puzzles in the world, but you also use the ingredients that you farm to perform various rituals. The village is full of lively individuals, and it seems like it's going to be such a fun adventure to go on. Ritual of Raven is releasing on August 7th, 2025 for PC and the Nintendo Switch. Coming in at number 9 is Gemporium, a gem business and mining sim game developed by Merge Conflict Studios. In this game, you inherit your grandma's gem business as well as her incredibly large debt, so it's time to head into the mines and start making money to pay back those loan sharks. In the demo, you are able to mine precious gems, polish them, and sell them to customers who have their own preferences and dislikes. This game was inspired by the Pokemon Underground in Diamond and Pearl as well as Fossil Fighters, so I found the controls to mine gems particularly nostalgic to me, and I love being able to successfully get gems from the walls without damaging them. There are plenty of upgrades that you can buy at the end of the day to make your mining shop operations easier. I really like that the clock continues to tick down in this game and the shop is open for a short window of time, so you have to use some time management in order to have enough gems once the shop is open to sell to your customers. The game is pretty simple and has major cozy vibes if you're not the type of person to get stressed out from generational debt and having to manage your time in the day. Gemporium will be releasing sometime in August of 2025 for PC. Then we have Soggy Beans at number 8. Soggy Beans is an idle fish and aquarium decorating game from the developer Rat Mode. In this demo, you're able to decorate your aquarium space however you want to encourage a cast of colorful fish to visit and hopefully make some soggy beans drop down so you can use them to buy more decorations and backgrounds in the shop. The game is fairly easy and chill since there's no goals or objectives, just to decorate your aquarium however you want and take the cutest photos of fish who come to visit you. I really like having the ability to stack items on top of each other to create new creations, and also buying as many of the random decorating loot crates in the store to see what I could get. Soggy Beans is releasing for PC sometime this year, but there's no specific month or date yet. Winter Burrow is one of the least coziest games on my rank list, coming in at number 7. It was developed by Pine Creek Games and features a lot of woodland survival and crafting that you have to do as a mouse, coming back to your old childhood burrow and restoring it to what you remembered before your family moved to the big city. In the demo, you learn how to survive the wilderness by collecting materials to craft warm clothes and defeat beetles and chop mushroom stalks for food. You also face the grim reality of the freezing cold and have to juggle making sure that you gather enough supplies but also stay toasty warm throughout the day. I really like the blend of cozy and survival in this game. 1 minute I'm faced with frozen mice whose graves I have to dig, and another minute I'm making hot soup on the stove or knitting a sweater by the fireplace. Winter Burrow is coming out for PC, the Nintendo Switch, and Xbox in 2025, but it does not have a specific month or date of release at this time. At number 6 is the other least coziest game on my ranked list, Consume Me. This game is a semi-autobiographical life simulation and dark comedy game developed by Jenny Xiaoxia and AP Thompson. I really love the unique style of this demo, where you play through some weeks in the main character's life and make hard decisions on dieting and being a high school student with an overbearing mom. I like the minigames, which are seamlessly integrated into the character's life, which includes trying to Tetris food together, to not go over budget, and also not be hungry, to walking your dog, or even just exercising. It's all really well done, and I can't wait to play the full game. The reason that this game is lower down on my list because it does go over a very sensitive topic of eating disorders and how the actions of the main character is not to be emulated, since she does not face consequences until much later in the game, which I think is locked out the demo. I can only imagine that the journey is going to be quite satisfying once you get to the end of it. Consume Me is releasing for PC on September 25th, 2025. At number 5 is the discount market simulation game developed by Crinkle Cut Games, Discounty. In this demo, you are new to Discounty franchise in the town of Blomquest, run by your aunt. The demo allows you to start positioning your shelves and groceries in different ways in your store and introduces you to some of the town folks and their story. There's lots to do since it seems like Discounty is going through some times with the potential hazardous waste to the fish monopoly and the fallen tree stump. I'm really interested in learning more about this dysfunctional town and running the best grocery store that I can. I was able to break the fish monopoly and rearrange my store around so customers will buy certain products. I also hate to say it, but it made math a little fun since I like using the cash register to ring up customers as well. Discounty is releasing for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch consoles on August 21st, 2025. At number 4, become the coolest kid on the playground with My Card is Better Than Your Card, a game developed by Utu Studios. This is a deck building game where you craft cards by combining various stickers and their effects together to make cards that you can show off to your rivals in a tug-of-war battle. I love the fun colors and the different stickers that you can make to create the best deck you can to suit your style of play. There's plenty of different stickers to combine, and I really like the charm of the game and just the animations on how the kids show off their cards. I like the different tokens that appear on screens and how the cards interact with the tokens. I also like the little calendar system where you can choose what you're doing that day, so you can strategize whether you want to battle certain rivals or collect more stickers from the store or the sandbox. My Card is Better Than Your Card does not have a release date yet, but it's slated to come out for PC sometime in the future. Coming in hot like a bowl of meatball soup at number 3 is the high-energy comedic cooking game KuloNiku, developed by Gemporium Studios. In the demo, you and your best friend Cassie start a meatball restaurant back in your hometown of KuloNiku, meet a variety of quirky and tropey characters in this vibrant city, serve up some meatball and noodle soups at your grandmother's old restaurant Bakuso, and take on different chefs in the weekly meatball brawl, which adds new strategy to how you cook. I'm so in love with this game, from the characters to just running a restaurant out with all of the different mini games and customizations that you can add to a dish. I can't wait to decorate my restaurant since there's literally no tables and chairs in the demo, and I want to watch my ascension to becoming the best chef in the city. KuloNiku is releasing for PC in Q3 of 2025. Surprisingly, at number 2 is Puni the Florist, developed by Earthquake Games. This is a cozy flower shop simulation game where you can make beautiful bouquets to fulfill your customers' sometimes wacky wishes. The story is silly and endearing as you follow a businesswoman turned florist named Puni as she discovers herself through this wholesome adventure. In the demo, you're able to craft about 4 bouquets for various customers, and I had such a blast playing this game and creating the best dinosaur bouquet that my imagination could conjure up. I can't wait to see what other different requests will come along and what other shenanigans Puni gets up to. I didn't think that I would enjoy a flower shop simulation game as much as I did for Puni, and the demo had me wanting way more than where it ended off at. Puni the Florist does not have a release date yet, but it will be coming to PC sometime in the future. Before I talk about the number 1 game, I wanted to mention other demos that I have played really quick, so here's a reel of all the other ones. Number 1, my favorite demo of the Steam Next Fest was Danchi Days, developed by Mooncat Games. In this demo, Hoshino, the main character, relives her memories of learning how to sense with her grandmother before she's back in the present, trying to revitalize the town's summer festival for her grandmother's sake, who has since developed dementia. The demo brought me back to the Game Boy Advance era graphics and style minigames that involve ridiculous situations, such as trying to eat a fried egg on a hot slide, or chasing down pigeons for their musical notes. I love meeting the neighbors and problem solving to get them to say yes to my invitation to the summer festival. I also love being able to use the computer and seeing everyone's homepage and personality shine through. This game really gives me so much nostalgia for my childhood in a good fun way, and I cannot wait to play the full version. Danchi Days is coming to PC sometime in 2026. Well, there you have it. Have you played any demos on my list? Which ones were your favorite? Remember that my top choice is based on personal preference, so let me know what your favorite demos were and which one you would recommend that I check out in the future. As always, if you like what I do, then consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. I have been Nessa, and you have been awesome. Bye!